Okay, welcome back to Norwich View. And you just know it's going to happen, don't you? The playoff final is going to be May 26th, Ipswich against Norwich. It's going to happen. Isn't that right, Alfie?
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
We are joined this week by two special guests on the Norwich View, fanatical Canary fans, Alfie and Freddy. Good evening, Freddy.
Good evening, mate. How are we?
We're good, thank you. So, in this episode, we are going to be reviewing that fantastic victory against Coventry. We're going to look at the comments that Mark Robins made about Norwich as well. We're going to review all the Norwich transfers ins and outs and get your views on whether or not Norwich have missed a trick or have done too many outs. And also, then, I'm going to chat about the trip to QPR this weekend. And we're going to do it all with Alfie and Freddy. Thank you for joining us both. Alfie, if we could start then with you. You watched that Coventry game. What were the highlights for you?
Well, I thought Barnes really did make an impact when he come on. I didn't think I'd say that in a while, but he was actually our super sub because he started a lot of the season. He's been a little bit off it a little bit, but as soon as he came on, he did change the game. And yeah, obviously he set up that Signs goal with a good 1-2. But I thought his link up players really well when he came on. And yeah.
I can hear people in the comments in this YouTube now typing saying, "Oh my goodness, he has one good game and everyone thinks he's great." Because he has come in for a lot of stick, hasn't he, this season? And has been is it fair to say Freddie's been inconsistent, Barnes?
I would say so, yeah. Personally, I'd say so.
Talk us through the sending off in that game, because Mark Robins was the only person in the world that didn't think that was a red card. Alfie, what was your view of it all?
Clear red card. I was right behind the goal. Sargent, he was through on goal. He took his touch past the defender. It was 1-on-1. He took him out. Like last man. Send off any day. It was nothing less than a red. But yeah, he would have finished that if he got there. Yeah, it was just the defender had to go for it really because you could see he was trying to play the ball. It wasn't like he just took him out, well, but he did. But like you see what he's trying to do. Sargent's touch just got there to support the defender. It was smart play. Red card any day.
Yeah,
get the ball from the front kick.
Yeah, the Coventry fan that we spoke to earlier said that whilst that might have been true, that Norwich were quite cynical with Sakamoto throughout the whole game, in that he was taking a few kicks and bruises, and he felt was getting away with it. Freddie, did you have the same view of it as he did?
I personally wasn't at the game. I couldn't make it, but I've seen all the highlights, and he did have quite a rough game, getting battered and bruised out there. But he's obviously shown what he can do, put a goal in their net, and then obviously got their player a red card, so it's all right.
Yeah. Mark Robins at the end of the game said that Norwich were a bit lucky, and as an ex-Norwich player, I don't think that's gone down too well with the green and yellows faithful. Do you think Norwich were a bit lucky because Coventry did have some good chances even after the red card? Was it a fair result, or do you think a draw would be more fair, Alfie, in all honesty?
I'm not being biased or anything, but we did deserve to win. First off, we had the better chances. I was expecting more from Ellis Sims. I thought he weren't great at all. Every time he got the ball, he just slew the game down. That Hadji right they've got as well. I was a little bit disappointed by him as well in attack. I thought Callum O'Hare went forward well, but we deserved the win in my opinion. There was a few half chances we had in the first half that any other day I could see us putting away. But Coventry had a couple of half chances in the second half. I saw Casey Palmer had a good chance, but Gunn made a good save. I think Gunn is quality in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league, I think.
Yeah.
But we do leak a couple of mistakes at the back, but then again, we also did defend quite well, and surprisingly, Ben Gibson did have another decent game, I thought. But yeah, we held together quite well. We had the better chances, but any other day it could have gone either way. It was a pretty open game to be fair, but I thought the red card did just see us through, and that let us like push forward and get the goal in the end.
Yeah, this is a different Norwich side, isn't it, to early in the season? I remember a game where
Oh,
I think
God, yeah.
it was Blackburn at home. I think it was a Sunday I watched it on Sky, and I think you lost 3-0 or 3-1. I thought Norwich were awful then, and thought, how on this earth is this team ever going to be anywhere near the playoffs? And here we are. You know, you stand on the cusp of beating QPR this weekend, and you're right in the thick of it. What's been the turnaround for you, Freddie?
I don't know. I just think Wagner's been able to click with the team now. We bounced off a couple good results. Obviously, like speaking about Coventry at the weekend, I think we played well looking at the highlights, and I'm hoping to get another good result this weekend. But I think he's just clicked with the team. We've parted with obviously Eder. I think he needed a fresh start anyway. I think so anyway. And then, yeah, I think he's just clicked with the team. In all fairness.
All right, let's have a look at the ins and outs then. Obviously, Alfie, not too many ins. Just Van Hooijdonk on loan from Bologna. But is it a case of actually it's not just that, it's the players you managed to keep as well? So
Yeah.
We've still got Jamal's still there, for example, and so on.
Yeah, and keeping Johnny Rowe was just the main target this window, really. And I did think we were going to keep Sarah, but and he went again to keep him again is really good. But now, because obviously a few London clubs have an interest in Johnny Rowe, and yeah, by keeping him that is massive. And also got rid of a couple of Deadwood as well, like Plachetta. He's gone. I did not rate him at all. He's been in for 3 years. He had 1 goal, 1 assist to his name. Like, we paid 3 million for him. He's gone to Swansea now. Just getting rid of players like that are on 20 odd K a week. It's just what he needed. And then he's a loan to Celtic. Yeah, that's what he needed really. He's been craving out for a loan for ages.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he come on the other day for them. He got an assist a few minutes after coming on. He was on FootMob. He was one of the highest rated players after coming on for 20 minutes. So it shows that obviously it's the Scottish League. I think the Championship's a better level. I think everyone would agree, but
Absolutely.
He did need it, and hopefully he comes back with confidence because I think there is a player in him, and so do many Norwich fans. People have doubted him, but I think there is a player in there, and if he comes back with a lot of confidence, a few goals to his name, you never know, he might start banging them in next year. But yeah, like you said, keeping Johnny Rowe, that's like a new signing, really.
Freddie, we had the Plymouth fans on earlier who were absolutely raving about Adam Forshaw's performance at Swansea, who he ran the game for them. They were saying it's a surprising one for a neutral that obviously he's gone. Was it surprising for us Norwich fans or not?
I think it was. I thought he was quite a good player when he got obviously subbed on and when he actually had a couple minutes. But I never really saw anything woeful from him. But I've never seen anything like proper flary about him, if you know what I mean. But yeah, if he's doing good to where he's moved, then fair play to him.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, then. Where do you think then you're realistically going to finish this season? And then we'll look at the QPR game. Alfie, given what you've watched in the last month or so, and given that you know that probably the top 4 places are going to go to the top 4 clubs in any order at the moment, there's too much of a gap, I think, between Ipswich to be caught. So it is the West Brom. It is the West Brom place that we're looking at, and of course the one below that, which I'm sure Hull and Sunderland, Middlesbrough, Cardiff, Preston, and others will have their eye on. Where do you think Norwich can finish?
Obviously, it is a hard thing to say because you never know what Norwich team's going to turn up. But if we keep players fit, and we keep playing how we are at the moment, I reckon we're going to sneak into that 6th place final game of the season. Results will go our way, we'll sneak into that 6th place, and I reckon it'll be Leicester, Southampton, Leeds. I hate to say it, but Ipswich, and then I reckon Hull will be in there because or Hull or West Brom. I'm not sure on that, but Hull made some quality signings. Carvalho, they got that Giles, they got Anna Savori, didn't they? All them lot, great signings. So I reckon Hull or West Brom, and I reckon we will sneak in there on the final day. You got to stay positive, haven't you? It'd be good to see. Don't mind the playoffs as well. Like last time we were in the playoffs, we won it, didn't we? So never know.
Freddie, same to you. Where do you think they can finish?
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get to playoffs as well, again because I went last time, so did Alfie. and it was just amazing watching your team like go to Wembley, taking so many fans, being loud, and watching us just finish and go up into the Premier League. It's just quality. So I'm hoping we can get playoffs again, but anything can happen. The Championship's such a tight league this season. Anything, it can go anywhere.
Okay. All right, let's get your views on QPR then this weekend. They've just come off a great result, obviously against Blackburn, so probably at the best time to be going and playing them. And this manager's quite an astute manager as well. What do you reckon then this weekend, Alfie? Prediction?
Well, got to stay positive, haven't you? Let's go for a 2-1 Norwich, especially with the form of our attacking players. You're going to stay positive. But obviously, a couple of months ago, I'd probably be saying we're losing 1 or 2-0. But when I'm pretty certain Johnny Rowe is in the starting lineup, whether they'll start, well, not in the starting lineup, but in the squad this week because he had a broken hand. That did get me a little bit scared because I thought he was going to be off, and he didn't have a broken hand, but he's all right now. So hopefully he's in the squad, and then Signs on the other side, Sargent down the middle. When we play Sarr more attack, and we always look more of a goal threat. But a team like QPR, they're on decent form at the moment, but it's got to be a place you've got to look at going to get 3 points really. For us anyway, if we want to get playoffs. There are certainly other teams that would get 3 points there. So
yeah, you've got to win these games, haven't you, Freddie? What about you? Score prediction for QPR?
I know it sounds biased, but I can see us winning a 3-1. Like Alfie said, we're looking very more attacking. I wouldn't mind seeing a couple more minutes from our new signing Hoydonk. But obviously QPR being 22nd, us being 9th. I'm hoping we can get 3 points, but you would have thought we would get 3 points at Millwall, but we lost 1-0. So it can go anyway when you're a Norwich fan.
Absolutely. It's one team that you can never predict, isn't it? All right, well, listen, thanks for your passion. We really enjoyed talking to you on this channel. And if you are a Norwich fan and want to agree or disagree with anything that Alfie and Freddie have said, put it in the comments below and give them both a follow on Twitter. Their Twitter handles are in the comment in the description of this video. I'm sure they'll like as many followers as possible. Behave yourselves at QPR, you two. I'm sure you will. And we will catch up with you very soon. Cheers very much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you later, mate.